And so, to answer your question, Mr. Senator, in spite of these recent events, I don't believe forcing superheroes to register with the government is the answer. This law would split the hero community right down the middle, with consequences I'm not sure any of us want to ponder.
Hey, Mr. Stark! Mr. Stark!
Was that really your best shot?
Sneaking around doesn't become you, Steve.
Maybe I'll need the practice. Maybe we all will.
Don't be so melodramatic. This whole thing would affect you least of all. You're already deputized.
You almost sound like you agree with them. This Registration Act would tear down everything we've done, destroy a century-old tradition of...
I'm trying to save it, Steve. As much of it as I can, anyway. Don't you see where this is headed? All it's going to take is one more slip-up by anyone in a cape, and we'll be lucky if registration is the worst they do. They could just turn us all into criminals, hunt us all down.
No, they won't, Tony. Not in my country.
Now return to our special live episode of The New Warriors, coming to you straight from Stamford, Connecticut, where the Warriors have just been spotted by their supervillain quarry. Looks like it's on.
I've got cold heart, you guys. Hey, somebody snag Nitro. He's rabbiting.
Don't worry, Speedball. I'm on it.
Hey, Morita.
On your feet, Nitro. And don't bother trying any of your stupid exploding tricks.
Oh, baby, don't you even know? You're playing with the big boys now.
OP character? Just saying.
Reports now coming in from Stamford, Connecticut indicate a massive explosion in a residential neighborhood.
Just over 12 hours ago now, and preliminary casualties are said to be over 600. In Washington, rumblings on whether superhero reform should be brought to the table.
Following last week's devastating explosion, Congress has rushed through passage of the Superhuman Registration Act, with the president expected to sign it.
This is just completely insane, Hill. I won't do it.
I'm sorry, was it not clear I was giving you an order?
You're asking me to arrest people who risk their lives for this country every day.
No, I'm ordering you to obey the will of the American people, Captain. Either you help us bring them in, or we'll bring you in.
Weapons down, gentlemen. Or I...
Trank darts, now! Take him down! Take him down!
Son, if you want to stay conscious.
You idiot. We were trying to save lives.
Of all the people to go underground, Captain America. Now every superhero who disagrees with the act suddenly has a leader. Maybe we should hold off until...
That won't be necessary, Mr. President. Registration can go forward as planned. We'll take care of Captain America.
And so it begins.
And with the passage of the Superhuman Registration Act earlier this week, superheroes around the country are being forced to choose a side. Do they register with the government to uphold the law, or become part of an underground resistance movement? So far...
Can you believe this is really going down? The act kicks in at midnight, but word is S.H.I.E.L.D's gonna be here sooner than that, taking signatures. Or prisoners. I want to talk to Cage about it, but he's too busy arguing with Mr. Fantastic over there. Maybe you can break into their little powwow and get some sense out of them.
I don't see why not. Talk to Mr. Fantastic and Luke Cage, but first... Dossier. Because why the heck not? Dossier collected on Nemorita.
Understand your skepticism, Luke, but you have to believe me. I've crunched the numbers, and we absolutely can't rebel against the government on this. If we do, the consequence...
Can't be any worse than burning the Constitution.
You're exaggerating. This is a temporary measure. Once things settle down...
I ain't buying it, Reed. And I can't believe somebody as brainy as you would.
Oh, hello. Good timing. Perhaps you can talk some sense into Mr. Cage here. He and Iron Fist seem determined to get arrested.
He's the one who needs a reality check. but good luck getting anywhere with that.
Just like that. Meet with Mr. Fantastic. Alright, but first, audio. The Thing's voicemail. Also, Nausea. For Titanium Man. Nothing on Nitro. We got Namorita and we got Titanium Man, but nothing on Nitro. Which kinda sucks because I'm very curious to hear about what he has to offer. Well, that's just me.
Hey, you come to a decision yet?
I have not, actually. I'll get into that later. Hey, there's nothing funny about Stanford, but is this really the answer?
For now, yeah, it is. Stanford would never have happened if superheroes had proper oversight.
Hey, Cash should be in charge then. I'd vote for him. Let's vote! Government plus army of superhumans. Anyone else see a problem here? Sorry, red tape clashes with my costume. Now see, this part I don't understand. Like, no matter who I talk with, dialogue-wise, they always mention they always mention red tape. I have no idea what they mean by that. If you guys could elaborate in the comments below, I'd very much appreciate it. But I'm gonna be voting for Cap.
Cap threw any chance of peace away when he put those SHIELD agents in the hospital.
Fair enough. SHIELD sure threw itself into this register or kick your butts thing, huh?
No one's got a better reason to be paranoid than I do. And I'm telling you, this is the way it's gotta go.
Oh, if only the New Warriors have been sanctioned by the court. Uh-huh, right. Very good. But you really think we would have done much better against Nitro? Wasn't it Nitro who did the actual exploding, not the New Warriors? Just saying. I can't think of it. He's the main reason for this.
That's true. But someone supervising their actions could have saved those innocents. Look,
I highly
can't
doubt
make
that.
the decision for you. Just remember, we're supposed to protect people. Signing up for training and accountability is the best way to do that.
I'll keep that in mind. Now is this on Nitro? Yes it is, okay. Now I'm happy again.
And so, in a worst-case scenario, we'd find ourselves in the equivalent of a superpowered civil war.
Heroes so busy fighting each other, the criminals get a free pass.
Exactly. That's where you and the Thunderbolts would come in, Melissa. We need you to help S.H.I.E.L.D. keep crime under control while we focus on... Oh, hello again. I'm glad to see you're not going off half-cocked like Luke, Danny, and Eli over there seem to be. We need cooler heads to prevail at a time like this.
Doesn't seeing Captain America reject the SRA make you think it might be, you know, wrong?
There's morality and there's practicality. I may have personal issues with the act, but I also have hard evidence that if we rebel against it, the entire world's future will be imperiled. So, there's really only one sane choice here.
Isn't the lesser of two evils still, you know, evil?
I'm not saying the SRA is evil, but going down a path we know leads to disaster would certainly be irresponsible and foolish.
Alright then. So what's gonna happen to folks who don't sign up? No dessert for a week?
I'm not sure that's been determined. Incarceration, most likely. Those who violently resist might accidentally be harmed.
Who gets the coveted job of rounding everyone up? Sign up or go to jail. That's how it's gonna be. Whoa, this may be a stretch, but that sounded like a threat.
Of course not. But anyone who openly resists law enforcement should know the risk they're taking. I'm sorry, I can't discuss this indefinitely with you. I hope you make the intelligent choice here.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll find out. And one more dialogue about the Civil War choice pro. Why you should be for the Civil War, I guess.
You sure you can get us to Cap without leading them right to him?
Got it covered. You just stick with me.
But what about the rest? How can we convince...
They're gonna have to make their own choice. Stark, Richards, and Songbird are obviously a lost cause. But maybe... Well, speak of the devil. So you folks made up your minds yet? From what I hear, they ain't gonna give you much more time to sit on the fence.
Got any compelling reasons why I should want to become a criminal?
I ain't no government puppet, and I assume you feel the same way. There are worse things you could do than risk jail time to do the right thing.
Really? I can see your point. Besides, the one on your head is... jail time might not be the worst thing they do to us. Know what I mean? The right thing equals beating up government employees? You sure about that?
If they're enforcing unconstitutional laws and hunting you down like a dog, hell yeah.
Word. How long do you really think a resistance move could last?
Cap in charge. As long as it takes.
Okay, you ever heard, you and what army? Well, they got the army. If they manage to take Cap out, what then? That's simple, huh? Right? Now I'm curious. They got the army.
A squad of those losers without breaking a sweat. I bet you could do the same. Anyway,
Cap is a super soldier.
But like I said, you better hurry up.
That man could, you know, do the most impossible things. You've seen the movies. You know, the original and Winter Soldier? Yeah, there's a reason for that. But I digress. Anyway, Stanford, Connecticut, DLTA. And one more person to talk with, Spider-Woman.
Good times, huh?
Good times. I can't believe it's come to this.
I can. The government's always wanted to take us down a peg. Now they see their chance. But Cap showed us what we need to do.
Take who down a peg? Little that's... mean punching guys and jumping out of moving airships? Anyone tell you sound paranoid? Wait, anyone tell you sound paranoid? Okay, that actually makes sense.
I mean doing whatever it takes to keep S.H.I.E.L.D. from taking over. That's what this is all about.
Alright then. So what now? Should I be cleaning my musket and waiting for Captain Star Rebellion?
Between you and me, I hope so. I have no intention of registering. And we're gonna need a leader.
Ever think S.H.I.E.L.D. might just want what they want? Wait. Ever think S.H.I.E.L.D. might just want what they say they want? You know, public safety? A leader of what? A bunch of traitors? One little thing about rebellions. People usually die in them.
People have died. Nothing can change that. But we can't let it keep us from doing what we know is right. Look, personal freedom is what Cap's fighting for. This is your choice to make. I know which way I'm going. Hopefully you do too.
I do. For certain. Alright, let me grab that earlier. Oh, didn't grab this though. Wonder I missed it. Or never mind, we didn't grab that. That's the anti-choice. And that should be all the collectibles then in this area. And now, research the Superhuman Registration Act. Now here's where things get fun. For me at the very least. Superhuman Registration Act. When you meet with Maria Hill, your actions will determine your allegiance. Your choice will determine the missions you take on, and change the boosts and abilities you earn. Some heroes have already chosen our side. The rest of your team will follow your choice. You may wish to save your game now. So if you decide to register, you get to have Iron Man and Mr. Fantastic, and you unlock Songbird as a playable character. If you decide to rebel, you have Captain America and Luke Cage, and you have Iron Fist as a new unlockable character. Now, what I plan to do with this series, this is something I've actually been thinking about quite a while, but I want to cover both sides at the same time. Now, the way I plan on doing this is I'll be, releasing, let's see, how I put this. You know how I always do, like, one session that's divided into 4 parts? What I'm going to do is, with those 4 parts, I'm going to put, like, say, I'm going to take the first episode from the registration side, and then the first episode from the Rebel side, and just put those, back to back. And then you guys can see, you can choose which side you want to watch. Now, that's not going to mean it's going to be 4 videos a day. No, that would be a nightmare, especially for my current circumstances. But, you'll be getting the full story of this. And, I think it'd be fun. That being said, when it comes time, well, you know what side you might want to join. But yeah, I think we're done here.
All superhumans, the Registration Act is in effect. You are now required to meet with Commander Hill and register your identity with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Rightio then. And this is where we end things. So next time on Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, we officially choose the side we begin. Oh, but first, I probably should grab this. So yeah, we officially choose who we're going to be working with. Are we going to be pro-registration or anti-registration? And Cap or Iron Man? Will we want to protect the public safety or rebel against what we believe is right? All that depends on you guys, because you guys will be seeing which side you decide to. But either way, guys, that's going to do it for this session of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. If you guys did enjoy, of course, as always, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. Share this video with your friends, should you feel a need to. And of course, if you are new here to the channel, see more Marvel Ultimate Alliance as it comes out daily, along with any other series I decide to throw into the mixer. Make sure you have subscribed and join the Dread Knights and myself and our team in our quest to seek both sides, either anti or pro, and see who can win in this long-lasting civil war.
New York Senator
But hey, until next time, this is Smiling4 signing out. Have a great rest of your day, take care, and as a bonus, I will see you guys tomorrow with some more Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. I'll catch you guys on both sides.
For now, yeah, it is. Stanford would never have happened if superheroes had proper oversight. We don't let cops run around shooting whoever they want. If somebody wants the authority to take on bad guys, they need to answer to somebody. We already trust them with the cops and the military. Bottom line, we need checks and balances. Otherwise, more kids are gonna get killed. No one's got a better reason to be paranoid than I do. And I'm telling you, this is the way it's gotta go. Let's not start playing what if. What happened, happened. All we can do now is try to make sure it doesn't happen again. Don't be so sure. There's no way the cops or S.H.I.E.L.D. would have handled it with a slugfest in the middle of a suburban neighborhood. Look, I can't make the decision for you. Just remember, we're supposed to protect people. Signing up for training and accountability is the best way to do that.
There's morality and there's practicality. I may have personal issues with the Act, but I also have hard evidence that if we rebel against it, the entire world's future will be imperiled. So, there's really only one sane choice here. Very good. When S.H.I.E.L.D. shows up, they'll have the paperwork ready for you. Just do what they say. Perhaps. But I'd recommend you very carefully consider the consequences of your decision on this. I'm not sure that's been determined. Incarceration, most likely. Those who violently resist might accidentally be harmed. I'm not in charge of that, of course, but that's what I'm hearing. Not a pleasant thought. That's classified, I'm afraid. We can speak more freely about it once you've registered. Now, if you'll excuse me, Songbird and I have some logistics to discuss.
I ain't no government puppet, and I assume you feel the same way. There are worse things you could do than risk jail time to do the right thing. Glad to hear it. We're gonna need some real heroes to get through this thing.
Our online polls will be open.
If you're scared, feel free to do what you're told. Just don't call yourself a hero anymore. With Cap in charge, as long as it takes. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You're either with us or against us.
Polls will be open until midnight.
Simple? Yeah. Easy? No. But I know Cap. He'll get us through. Look, you got what you need to know. I got stuff to talk over with these guys.
I can. The government's always wanted to take us down a peg. Now they see their chance. But Cap showed us what we need to do. And you sound naive. If we had time, I'd tell you some stories about S.H.I.E.L.D. Just trust me. World peace isn't at the top of their priority list. Between you and me, I hope so. I have no intention of registering. And we're gonna need a leader. Traitors. Huh. That's what they called the Founding Fathers when they defended themselves against a corrupt system. Open your eyes. Powerful people are using a tragedy to take over. Cap sees that. If you had any sense, you'd see it too. Look, personal freedom is what Cap's fighting for. This is your choice to make. I know which way I'm going. Hopefully you do too.